And we are live. How you doing, John?
Good, good. Nice
You
talk
hear
to you,
me?
Tom.
All right, cool.
Hello.
Got Heather here on the side. All right.
Let me
So,
just grab some headphones here because
sure.
I can't really hear that well. See if this is a little better.
Right. Hello, folks. We got the chat line here. Hello, Gio. What time is
All
it?
right.
8:30 p.m. Right on. All right. If you're still here, hello, whatever that
Joe.
means. Hello, good day. All right. Oh, I forgot my banner here. 1 second. All right. We're started. All right. Open. Where's my other banners here? All right, 1 sec. I forgot to put the banner. Da-da-da-da. All right, create a banner. Open mic here. With all right, hold on. All right. Cool. All right. Did it go? Where'd it go? All right. Let's see. There we go. Cool. All right. So what's up? Here we go. It's Friday night, November 22nd, 2024. Episode, season 4, episode 4.
Four.
Wow, I know. It's hard to believe.
That's awesome.
Struggling and for a while, a couple years ago, and got it together and started up the show again. So it's cool. Yeah.
Happy to
Great.
be a part.
Come a long way, man. I've been doing this 10 years, researching Sasquatch, Dogman, aliens, supernatural, you name it, ghosts, paranormal. We do it all.
We do it all, my man.
Right.
We do it all.
Right. Here in
It's
Southern
all
Ontario. That's right.
a spider web of mystery.
That's right.
That
A lot
runs the
more
world.
mysteries in this area. You know, every place has their own mysteries, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think
Yeah,
we don't spend enough time on our own legends here. I think
well, I mean, we live in such a fast-paced world now, right? We don't
Right?
often get so much time to reflect and appreciate.
For sure, for
You know,
sure.
um, it's certainly a lost
Right there,
art, I guess.
for sure.
But yeah, all kinds of crazy stuff going on, man. All kinds of crazy stuff going on.
For sure.
And the soup just keeps getting thicker by the day.
Are you hearing more news in your area where you live for encounters or sightings or not? For
Um,
Sasquatch,
I
aliens, UFO, paranormal, anything like that. What's the biggest
haven't
thing in
had much coming down the pipeline, word of mouth wise, but got a little bit more free time as of late, so I've been trying to get more boots on the ground and get out to some spots that I've had on the back burner for a while and see what's
Right.
going on. You know, I was able to get out to a local spot here that I've heard some rumors of in the past, some weird stuff in there, and it's always been kind of a weird spot. Just the
Right.
geology, the layout of it is very strange. There's a lot of very large boulders, like half car sized boulders that would be left over from glacial push from the ice age, glacial melt.
Right on.
Strange like mounds that are either geological, natural in nature, or they could be burial mounds. indigenous burial mounds. I don't know.
Right, right.
I don't really know a whole lot on the indigenous side of the history around here, other than the Wendat Paytun sort of tribes that were here tobacco farming in the area.
Right on.
They kind of got pushed out by the Iroquois back when all the beaver wars and stuff were happening. So
Cool.
yeah, but it's you never know, right? It's an interesting spot, and I got to explore a little bit of it, but I'm sort of developing these sites, and just kind of leaving it open as an ongoing kind of investigation, right?
Right.
I don't kind of close the book on any of these sort of things or spots. So, and then trying to just, build them towards my overall hypothesis of
Right.
not only this sort of local area, but then expanding that outwards, and looking at it further and further out, you know, and having a bigger picture of what's going on. And then, looking at it throughout the whole, country, continent, what's going on. We have a lot of information now with mapping efforts online for reports, with a lot of information. So there's a lot of database information, and the more data that we can get inputted into those archives, the better, because then we can analyze all that data, find more patterns, which then leads to more discovery.
For sure. For sure. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to talk. If hold on. The vibrational energy frequency. Vibrational frequency energy. Sorry, I didn't say that right. Right. More things. The more you notice, like, or do you ever meditate? Let's start it from the beginning. Do you meditate? Rough. Like, I don't mean like like you gotta go in this deep,
Yeah, no, I'm not at that level.
concentration and all that. No,
I'm
I'm talking about, like, even taking a minute, just close your eyes or whatever, and just sit there and just
yeah, I've
clear your
I've
mind, and just sort of like, and try and raise your inner spirit, inner energy up your levels, and that. You ever
it's
try that?
it's something I'm working towards. I've read a lot about it.
Right on.
Putting it into practice is another thing. I've been doing it very lightly, let's say, very, very lightly. But I'm hoping to build on that. It's
Right.
interesting you bring it up, because I was just watching a bunch of stuff on that last night, actually, about the yogis in Tibet.
Oh, right on. Oop,
Yeah,
right
yeah,
on. Go ahead.
and just that's like the extreme meditation, going on these retreats
Right.
up in the Himalayas, for weeks at a time, just sitting cross-legged in this like stone box, and they don't sleep,
Right.
they don't eat, they have a little bit of flour and a little bit of water for sustenance.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a wild concept that was developed, a very, very, very long time ago. And
Right. I see where the Buddhist monks there, like in Thailand and stuff,
well, yeah, so
Burma or whatever it is.
that's where it originated, and then it came
Right.
to Tibet.
Right.
There
Right.
was
Right.
basically a small reserve of people high up in the mountains in this sort of hidden location up in Tibet,
Right.
in the
I see some
Himalayas,
of those.
almost
Yeah.
like a Shangri-La type
Mm-hmm.
of thing, right? but the
But
Buddha,
wasn't a Shangri-La is not like a place that exists on the earth. It's like Middle Earth or Inner Earth,
right, yeah,
right?
it's like
You
not
got a
on this plane,
gateway.
yeah.
Go through the gateway, like with your mind or something, or
Yeah, but it's this mystical hidden place up in the
right,
mountains,
right,
right?
right,
This beautiful paradise. So that's what
right,
this place sort of was, and these people were all adapted to living up in the mountains, and um, the Buddhists from
right,
India
right.
came there and introduced the Buddhism concept,
Mm,
and they sort of took it and put their own flavor on it.
right,
Um, yeah, but it's very interesting, and you know, all these sort of things, they all kind of lead towards the same sort of direction. And it's funny because it's like we talk about all these things and we have all these theories and we have all these ideas, and it's like we see the arrows all pointing in the right direction, but we're just not there, as a
right,
species. We're still coming out of um, a different mindset. We're not quite there yet. We're lagging behind on this stuff. And certain pockets like these Buddhists in Tibet and India have sort of figured out these things a long time ago. And a lot of the ancients, um, their science was spiritual and hand in hand. And it's interesting because the more technologically advanced now that we get with our science and math, the more those things sort of combine and sort of start to twist together.
right.
And it's like they had it all figured out. We said it was wrong, and we said it was this, and we spun it all around backwards. But now we're rediscovering that no, that they were on the right path.
For sure. That's
Especially
great.
like you say about raising your frequency, and depression is on such the rise, and you can only take so many pills. You can only put the band-aid on so many times, but if it's not getting better, then you have to find a better remedy,
For sure.
and it seems that science is pointing more towards how much more powerful the mind is, the brain is, than we sort of understand. We sort of have this very basic understanding,
Right,
um,
right.
and now with AI capability to be able to analyze information.
Yeah,
And
but at the same time with AI though, I've seen a lot of photos. Starting to see photos like where they're you think you're seeing the same band or the same people, but they're look slightly different. You know what I mean? Have you started to notice that?
oh, absolutely. And that's just a sort of a different department of the AI.
Right.
I'm just thinking more like along the lines of
But that's
mathematical analyzing data
right.
points in a set, to come up with
Yeah,
a
all
better
right.
analysis of the information in front of it, right? Because it can process so much faster.
Right. I've
That's
seen
sort of what I'm saying. But
I've
yeah, no,
seen
the new stuff. It's funny because it's like the AI. It's like a child still trying to figure out the art, right?
right, right,
How to paint and draw, and we're teaching it to do all these things.
right.
And maybe that's the wool over the sheep's eyes, right? To make us still think that it's dumb, but maybe it's just playing dumb, and really it can make, perfect, precise replications.
But it can only do what information it has, right? Somebody
Hmm.
has to feed that information. When it starts feeding itself the information, then we're in trouble, a
Hmm.
little bit. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Right now, you have to feed that info into the AI
Right,
bank or whatever, right?
right,
Manually feed that in.
right,
When it starts collecting the information on its own,
right. At
right?
what point does it decide that
Right.
the source that is giving it the information
That's a good.
is obsolete, and designs its own source
Right.
platform? to generate the information and then feed itself from that.
Mhm.
Like you say, right?
Of course.
At that point, we're totally doomed, because then it's total manipulation of every information. You wouldn't be able to trust any source
No,
unless
you wouldn't.
you talk to the cat himself, face to face, in the flesh.
Right.
But yeah, so I've got
Well,
some work going on in the background with
who's that, Heather? Turn off the thing. Come on.
some interesting theories.
Sorry.
But I've also got some sort of ghost hunting, paranormal cases I'm working on as well. Always looking up in the sky for weird stuff. And we just had this huge press release again, with Congress in the US talking about more information, being released to the public. And it's funny because, it's probably should be one of the biggest headlines in history, what they're talking about,
For sure.
basically
For what?
non-human.
UFOs?
Yeah, well, non-human intelligence.
Right.
Yeah, these
Is it
crafts.
No, is there? I think there's two kinds of aliens. There's a terrestrial and extraterrestrial, right?
Certainly
Right.
could be. Yeah, certainly could be.
Well, the ones that always fascinated me were the reports of the ships, the crafts going right into the water, and they have a base or something underwater. Those are the ones that and been seen coming and going multiple
Well,
times.
yeah, well, and this seems to be where the information is going now. That's being put out.
Right.
Right? Is that the more and more and more evidence is coming forward that these things may not necessarily be from off Earth, but on Earth, or have stationed on Earth. But I mean, where else on Earth would you hide if you were, if you didn't
Right.
want to be found, out in the middle of the ocean? We've only explored like maybe 5 to 10% of the world's oceans. So,
Right.
and it's difficult out there, right? It is a desert. It's a water desert, and
But
not fresh water.
right. I was thinking there was that one. I think it was off Nova Scotia or something. There was the one base reported under the water. Here in Canada, right? In the States, there's a couple spots, but I think there, the Gulf of St. Lawrence or whatever it is, right? There was one reported. So and I've known about that for more like 20 years at least. Watching the shows and reading stuff, and so there was multiple sightings of that one, right?
And yeah, and it wouldn't surprise me, if there's like, main bases, and then you have like satellite bases,
right,
and other little pockets, right?
So
Which just makes sense from a military type perspective.
right. Plus, then there's also the cloaking technology. Okay, right? Craft that are cloaked, and then also have like explorate. What do you call it? Either drones or exploration crafts go out. Smaller craft. You know what I mean?
Like reconnaissance, yeah.
Reconnaissance, yeah. Like whether manned or organic based, something needs to control those things, right?
Mm-hmm,
I'm sure they could also be like remotely controlled, but those kind of things.
Well, there was the whole like the jellyfish one, right? That was flying right over a base, and you can even see in the background footage, like military personnel walking around on the base, and if they just looked up, they probably would have seen it. But
well,
that's a weird one, man, because that one is like that's what it appears to be, It's just, it's not moving erratically, it's just streamlining, but it's the fact
Right.
of, it's flying right over a no-fly zone,
Right.
clearly right over a base, obviously doing some sort of reconnaissance. And I don't know what all the stuff is that's dangling from it, but whether it's instrumentation, taking measurements or something, but that's sort of what it appears to be. Now, we can
No,
speculate
no,
all we
no.
want,
Hold on.
right? That it's
Okay,
this and it's
can you
that,
hold that
but
thought? Can you hold that thought for 1 second? No, I used to think the aliens are always like try to tell us like watching. I guess we're brainwashed thinking watching the shows on TV, Star Trek, Star Wars, that they were more advanced, but that was just Hollywood trickery. Okay, trying to make you think they're more advanced than we are. But I think they're just taking our technology and just tweaking it a little bit better than what we have it, and they're just staying just like a couple steps ahead of us. Do you understand?
mm-hmm.
On some of the sightings and craft reported and that. Well, then there's other ones that are way more advanced. So if there's so many,
Which those are probably, like you're saying, how there's two types. I think
right,
I think the stuff that what you're referring to as wouldn't be outside of something that we could reproduce capability wise is probably more likely to be something that we have produced, and or not necessarily us, but perhaps our enemies here on Earth,
right,
and enemies. I'm not saying enemies, but you know what I mean. Um, it could be Chinese, could be Russian, could be anybody's. And that might, and this is another thing too, is the amidst all this stuff going on, why not? We already know that China had this, surveillance balloon over the states last year, a couple of years ago. There, that was shot down or whatever.
yeah. Well, yeah, the balloons there with
Right.
supposedly
So
was a virus
it
on
wouldn't
there.
surprise me if that's what the
Right,
jellyfish thing was just something else propagated by another one of these type of sources, China or otherwise, or
right,
whoever, um, as either just like a show of force, or to throw them off, to make them think that it is something non-human, that it is something outside the box when really it's not.
right. I
Because
get it.
it's the perfect time to throw that stuff out there, because a lot of it might get written off as this others, um, alien UFO type stuff,
Right. All right, that's cool.
right? You're just throwing more noise into the same noise, basically using it as a scapegoat.
Of course. Right.
Um,
You know, like I said, how often do you think people are aware? I seen something down. This was about 12 years ago, I think at least. We're down at Lake Ontario there at the beach, Q Beach or whatever, down there that area, and there was something in the skyline, right, flying up, some lights or whatever it was, discs or whatever. A couple, only about well, there's a couple 100 people, 200 people there, and only
yeah,
a handful of people even noticed. And even when we said something, other people just looked at, didn't care, or they
yeah,
couldn't see it,
yeah,
or didn't care, or just
yeah,
went on their merry own way, right? So, all right, I think less and less you're going to notice these days if something is in the sky. They're going to think it's just, oh, it's just our government or military or whatever, you know, uh, some kind of
yeah, yeah.
maneuver,
It's the
right?
same thing as, like I said, the Congress releasing this information to mainstream media, on these
Right,
um, live live hearings, um,
right,
should be probably the biggest headline in human history
right.
for the past 2,000 years since the coming of Christ, but you know, it gets muddled in between, you know, everything else that's going on.
Right.
And you know, we've been getting such ludicrous headlines for the past 5-10 years that, you know, we're all desensitized to it. So it's
Right.
a lot of people are just, you know, brush it off or turn the other cheek, or they don't give it a thought because they don't believe in that or whatever, right? But I
they've been
mean,
let down too many times,
the
you know?
fact is the military is coming out telling you this and giving us this information. The science community is coming out and giving us information. The established, right? The establishments, the institutions are coming out
Right.
telling us this information, you know, and nobody cares. So,
Right.
so that's where we're at with humankind. TikTok has taken over the world, man.
That's right.
Everybody's
Snapchat.
too busy making TikTok videos,
I believe that.
right? Everyone's trying to
Yeah.
get their 5 minute, their 15 seconds of fame.
Right. Now
Everybody's
everyone's a
trying to go
celebrity,
viral.
right?
Everybody's going viral.
Everybody's going viral. Right? I
They
know.
got the
I
viral
I
virus.
make short videos, and I haven't had one video go viral yet. So, right, you know, so I'm not trying to make them go viral.
I think you're right. That's not the objective, right? For
That's
some of
funny.
us, for
That's
some of us,
interesting.
we're trying to put together a bigger puzzle at the end of the day, right?
For
That's
sure.
me. I'm a puzzle guy, right? And these are puzzles that
Right on.
are,
That's a good way to put it.
you
Yeah.
know, people have been looking at these puzzles. People a lot more experienced, skilled, educated than myself, but the more eyes, the more minds looking at it from different angles, from different
For
perspectives,
sure.
everybody putting their own puzzle pieces together and coming up with their small part of the puzzle, putting that to the bigger puzzle,
Right.
you know, it all starts to paint a bigger picture for everybody.
For sure.
So just
That's
that's it.
interesting. Yeah, because
We're just trying to keep pushing the envelope, right?
I remember, like, 40 years ago, going to you know to the bookstore or the library or whatever, and especially the bookstores, and reading the latest sci-fi or new age mysticism or whatever, far eastern mysticism, I mean, and new age thinking and whatever on how to, what the old things were, like what's that thing, Atlantis and all that, the pyramids, Mexican and Egyptian and whatever else, all these different weird symbols. And you pick up something here and there, and it's still time ticks away. Do we really know a bit more? Sure, we're able to decipher. I'm really amazed that there's experts now that can decipher all the old scrolls and texts and stuff like that they couldn't do 20, 40, 50, 60 years ago. So with the quantum computers, you can feed in all the symbols and information, and it can compile it up so fast. It took 10 guys 10 years to fuck with all that knowledge, and one guy gets ill and passes away. There goes a kink in the armor of cracking the code. Now you got the trusty computer. You take it, you transfer that file to the next one, and so on and so on, so you don't go down. Right? So the knowledge goes forward. Do you understand? Yeah. So, right. You had to wait for, in the old days, a guy take a plane or a boat. 3 months later, he arrives at your port. Remember, in the 1920s, hi, I'm here finally. After
Send him
died,
send him a letter. 6 months later, he gets it. Gotta wait
right.
another 6 months to hear a reply.
2 wars, you made it.
By then, the war is over. You've solved your own problems. Nobody cares.
Right. Or new borders now. You can't enter this place or something.
It's amazing we got to where we did. It's amazing we got to where we are.
Oh, I know it is. It's phenomenal.
But it's also very exciting to see where we're going to be
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know, tomorrow and the next 10 years, you know, like I said, like the capabilities that we're going to be able to have with that sort of
You know,
technology is going to open up so much more information about that stuff, because it can look at stuff, it can pick out stuff that we can't necessarily see with the human eye. And they've already, you know, started running a lot of tablets, scrolls that they couldn't decipher,
right,
or were unreadable to the human eye through these algorithm programs, and they're getting, you know, astonishing results. These things are able to pull um, all kinds of information, translations out of these texts that we, you know, basically were lost because we're not capable. We don't have the physical capability to do it, but we
right,
can
right.
design the software and the tools to do it for us, and give us the answer. So it's going to be very interesting to see the new discoveries. You know, now we have the LiDAR technology.
For
They're
sure.
finding thousands and thousands of pyramid sites and ancient cities all throughout the Amazon and Colombia
Are
and
we ready for that,
Peru,
though? You think we're
and
ready for all that?
you
The new
know
flood of information?
what I think what we thought we knew about ancient South America, we're just on the tip of the iceberg, because once
You
they
know,
get in there, they're going to find so many more, you know, so many more relics, and new mysteries,
sure.
new parts of the puzzles, but also new answers, to other mysteries. So it's going to
Right.
be very interesting. And then, you know, same thing, applying that same technology out in Egypt, around the world. You know, they're finding more and more all kinds of megalithic structures throughout Asia, throughout Russia, where we weren't so privy to that information because it was so tight-lipped between the governments.
Right.
Um, you know, and we're not in exactly the most um, peaceful political environment anymore, but the access to information online, and databases, that sort of aren't bound by those sort of same political ties.
For
You know,
sure.
open source information is expanding. You know, so it's going to be a crazy ride, man. Hang on, because we're just getting started.
For sure. For sure. For sure.
And to think,
Ah,
you know,
that's interesting.
we made
Yeah,
it to the
I,
moon. We
I would
made
say
it to the
too
moon
myself.
with the technology of a calculator, a handheld
Right.
calculator.
I remember when I got that first Texas Instrument calculator. That's one, and I'm like, all the functions on there. I'm like, wow, are we ever going to ever use these? I'm thinking, you know, but not now, but sometime in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Right. That's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's
We've come a long way in what I remember when like back when for let's say 40 years ago, I'm a teen and or adult going into and you always got the same the couple footprints for Sasquatch, or the story of the Yeti crossing the mountain in Tibet, or or the Patterson stuff. So we've come a long way now that people are, there's 1,000 people out there looking for Sasquatch, and we get footage, right? So, the footage is unbelievable. We've been doing good as self researchers, right? Before you had to sit there and wait on TV and for the big show to come on, right? Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Yeah. In
man.
the old days, you had to wait for the big show to come on, just a dozen years ago. Finding Bigfoot, like back in 210 or something, 211, like finding Bigfoot to get your mojo going, thinking, hey, man, I would love to do this one day, something. And how many other people thought the same way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Lots of people, right? Did Bobo and Cliff there, did they help you fucking, get your feet on the ground, boots on the ground, as they say? Right? Did they inspire you at all? Not them.
Those. Though,
Just
I mean, there's celebrities in the thing, but I haven't really followed them much. They weren't really like my sources of information.
really, really, yeah. For
Um,
me, they triggered the memories. I had no one to talk to, so the memories were just sitting there. Well, I had some, maybe one or two people, but you couldn't really talk because there's always somebody listening on the other end. Sometimes back then.
yeah,
Spies or government or whatever, right?
and
You had to worry about that stuff.
I think
Remember, we were
to
coming off we're coming off 911 world, okay? For 5, 10 years, it was lockdown for communications. I remember, like for my end, right? It was hard because and the people I'm contacting are on the other side of a thousand miles away or a couple thousand, whatever, and and there was interference, and then and time goes by, and then when things do clear up between the different warnings we had back then, orange and yellow or red warnings from our neighbors down south here, right? And it wasn't funny.
yeah,
Now after 210, things started to change,
hmm
right? That was like the decade of information started exchanging. Okay,
hmm
so those kind of shows, like like Finding Bigfoot, not actually what they're doing in the show, but it triggers people's memories that they've suppressed for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, some of these people, right? All of a sudden, wow. So then when about 2015, 16, 17, 18, these people start coming on, not themselves as researchers, but donating information that they had an encounter, and hundreds of people came forward
hmm
with what they experienced in that before people started saying, "Oh, I want to be a ringleader and take over and be someone important," and all that. Before, it was more common folk who were sharing. Like there was no hardly any live podcasts or stuff like that. We didn't have the technology. Do you understand? Do you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Now,
yeah,
people were shy too. They didn't fucking feel comfortable just going on and sharing their stories and all that. It's that the Hollywood syndrome thing. The fear. The stage fright or whatever. All
yeah,
that for
yeah.
performing.
And
You
then a
know.
lot of the times too, you have witnesses that, I know there was a young man who had an experience,
You
and
got you got to talk into the John.
he
John, you
was
got to
on
talk in
one
the
of
mic.
these
You're
type of
breaking up.
shows.
What?
I don't know if it was necessarily like Finding Bigfoot, but he was on one of these, special type of TV programs, and they did a reenactment of his story and everything. And he went on podcasts and stuff later,
Hold on.
you
Hold
know.
on. Hold on. John, you're breaking up. Let me add you again.
uh,
Hold on. You're breaking up. I couldn't hear you, Harley. You were breaking up. You gotta talk towards the mic. You were, I think, talking away from the mic. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, that sounds better.
Okay,
Um,
yeah, it is. Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
there was a young man that was on one of these type of, specials, like a Finding Bigfoot, not type of show.
Right.
Um, and they did a reenactment of his story, dramatized it and everything. But then later, he came out, like 10 years later, he was on podcasts and stuff, and he said they totally changed his story. And it wasn't even the same thing, and he was totally disappointed in it, right? And now that's out there. That's on the
Okay.
record of that's what
That's
his
better.
story was. But he was like, that's not what happened. These are the details. This is my real story. So I think a lot of the times
For
too,
sure.
the stories get jazzed up for the TV production, and so those type of shows were never. I mean, back in the early days before we had, um, I mean, we only had like internet forums at
Right,
first,
right. Of
would be
course.
the closest thing where you could get sort of mouth to mouth information.
For
Um,
sure.
but yeah, you would, get stuff off of these type of specials where that would be like an unsolved mysteries type of thing, right?
Sure.
Um, and So a lot of people didn't put credence into that's what made a lot of people skeptical for so long, is because it's these jazzed up Hollywood production type stories. They're dramatized for
Right.
TV. The guy probably saw a bear. The guy probably was drunk, was mistaken. But in reality, and now we know with the internet and with all the ability to do sharing and and do things like this and talk, we know that hundreds and thousands, if not millions of people are having very unexplainable experiences
For sure.
with not only Sasquatches, but all kinds of different weird beings, I was just listening to a lot of the John Keel stuff today about the Mothman and, these Draco winged beings. We have the lizard man down south, the swamp thing, there's all kinds, things going on. We just don't know.
The one with the crop duster who didn't he film the lizard man while he was flying over?
Yeah, and there was
Big,
like a young there's a very sort of prestigious account by there was like I can't remember his name. He's a young black man down in like
yeah, I know that
Louisiana
story.
or something, and he drew a picture of it for the police of
Right.
what he saw, and that was sort of that it's become sort of the town logo, the lizard man. You can buy T-shirts of his like
Of
his drawing
swamp
on the
boar lizard
T-shirts
man.
and stuff. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, the lizard man,
Georgia or somewhere it was, I think.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but and we just don't know. And it's interesting too because what we know, and we seem to have a lot more information on the wild people, the hairy people.
For sure.
And we know that they differ from region to region. They have different traits, different behaviors, different characteristics. And you know I mean, it's even wilder to think that, there's, you know, other sort of species or um, different versions of like, Mothman or these reptilians or all these different, Dogman or something, but they're different, they differ from region to region or they behave differently. Um, you know,
Are
it's
they
yeah,
just
it's
genetic
not,
mutation?
it's like for so long everybody just had in their idea that there was only one Bigfoot out there in the world, and it was on the West Coast out in Washington, and it was that one that they filmed, right? And
Right.
that was the one and only. You don't think like there's different ones, and they differ from region to region. They're different
Right.
colors and different sizes, and they look a little different. Some are more animalistic and some are more human, and
Right.
it's wild to think, put that same concept on
Okay.
Dogman or
Yeah.
Reptilian or Lizard Man or ETs or whatever, right?
Because after seeing that Patterson Gimlin
Mm.
film when I was a kid, right? After about 10, between the ages of like 10 to 12, I heard occasionally through a paper or on the news or somewhere, you heard that there was Bigfoot up in northern Canada, up in the deep bush, right? And that's just where kids, okay? So you knew, well, if they have a Bigfoot down there in California and we have a Bigfoot up here, way, way up in northern Ontario, right? You know, okay. So you knew then there's got to be more than one Bigfoot, okay? So, but a lot of people know, they always thought there's just one Bigfoot, right? Roaming around for
Yeah,
years,
yeah,
right? I
yeah,
didn't understand that though. How
yeah,
can it, it takes two to make one, okay?
yeah,
Right? To
yeah,
continue the cycle of life. Did this thing just pop out of nowhere?
yeah,
Boom, it just appears on Earth, But people really thought like that,
yeah,
There can only be one. right? Just like there could only be one Loch Ness monster, right? That there was never, another Nessie or a
Right,
whole
right.
group
There's
of
not
them. It
more
was
than
only
one.
one,
There's not like a pod
right?
of them, or a whole species of them out there that maybe they just come into that bay to nest or whatever,
Right.
or breed, and you just catch a glimpse of one out of maybe there's 10,000 out there, but
It was like the Yeti. Yeah, they showed those footprints. There's only one set of tracks.
there's only one
There's no
abominable
little ones.
snowman.
There's no medium-sized one. There's just one.
There's just one single lone entity up in the
Right.
mountains, right? Same with the Kandahar giant, right? There's
Yes.
just that
There you
one, right?
go.
Most people don't like to
Perfect.
think
Perfect.
think about the fact that there's probably a whole race of them in that area,
That's
you
right.
know, and there
Your
was like
friend didn't come home today from it. Yeah.
I was listening to like a Sasquatch Chronicles or one of those shows, and there was a guy on there talking about he was from that area, or he knew people or had family from that area, and somebody's grandmother or his grandmother was like feeding these giants, like as she would leave food up in front of their cave nearby their town as like peace offerings to keep them happy so they wouldn't bother them, type of thing. So there's more than one. Yeah. But what's interesting to me, is that it seems to be throughout history, even going back to, biblical times, that it's the same types of entities over and over and over,
Right.
right? I mean, we have and we know when we make up all kinds of other mythical creatures, but when was the last time somebody reported seeing a unicorn?
I don't know, but if
Like
it's
a
a
legitimate,
unicorn
like,
or if it's supernatural, I worked on a couple photos, and that it looked really close,
I mean, a unicorn to me is a completely
right,
believable animal, right? It
right,
it, it could literally just be a horse that has a mutated tooth or a bone,
right,
and that maybe that's a
right,
type of a breeding mutation between certain species
right,
of horse, and maybe there's
right,
just an ancient breed of horse that there's very few of, and there's traces of that bloodline,
for
and
sure.
every now and then one pops out and it grows that feature that
All right, okay,
um, is a relic from older times, right? But
for sure,
same thing. When was the last time somebody reported a dragon? Or legitimately, I mean, there's been a few that I can think of, maybe a handful of dinosaur type, either predatory, like a raptor type animal, or
right.
like a smaller type version, like I don't know what the species would be called,
Some
but that
people have
sort of type of
report. Okay,
dinosaur.
hold on.
Or I've heard
All
of
right,
like a brontosaurus
all right,
long neck type dinosaurs in the Congo
all
being
right.
reported, but
Okay,
that's it, right? It's
all
not
right.
like
Okay,
we're
hold
not
on.
getting
I want to say
vampires and
hello. Hold on,
witches
John.
and
John, can you take 2 minutes? Hello, Charlene, the Nickelodeon, and hello, Genevieve, our first two chat liners here.
yeah,
Okay, hello today.
thanks for
And
joining.
Yeti, Sasquatch, and Skunk Ape was one. Yeah, of course, right? Those are the originals, right? And even dragons and fairies. That's right. Dragons. Yeah, you hear that? What's that? Hello. Yes. Hello. How you doing? Hello, Genevieve. Nice to see you again. Sorry, last time I couldn't get to you, and we're in a deep conversation as usual.
Yeah,
Right?
my point was it's just
Heather's
interesting that
sister. Oh, yeah, there's your
the
friend, your sister, Heather. Oh, hello, Charlene. Oh, wow.
well, shout out to
Says hello, Heather.
yeah,
Heather's sister. All right,
awesome,
that's cool. Hi, how you doing?
cool.
Finally. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah,
Wow. She lives near
more the
you,
merrier.
in your area.
Oh, cool.
Right.
But
So,
yeah, my point was, it's interesting that it's the same type of entities, right? It's the little
right,
people that get reported. It's the hairy people of the woods. It's the werewolf type
right,
dogman. It's the winged demonic Mothman,
Right.
whatever thing that is, Draco winged humanoid type thing. It's
Right
uh,
on.
these pale, thin humanoid rake things, skinwalker things out in the
Of course.
woods that scream. It's always the same types of things, right? We're not getting new ones. We're not getting, um, and maybe they're out there. I just haven't heard them, but the pattern seems to be the same types over history, right? Looking
That's
back
right.
at past 500 to 1,000 years to maybe before that. Um, in our sort of written history, right?
Right.
It seems to be these same types of
The
entities
rake.
now.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of that rake? What is that thing? Is that real or I wouldn't want to see that in the woods, would you?
No.
I don't know, but
No.
there seems to be a lot of footage of them, which
Yeah, I don't know. I think
and
it's
I
some
don't know
kind of.
how
I
much
think
of
it's
it
some
is real, but
government experiment gone wrong. I think
yeah,
like the
it
Montauk
definitely
Project.
seems like something that comes from underground.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
seem to not like
Cave
have
dweller,
eyes or something, so maybe they're using like an echolocation or something, or
sonar.
sonar, but they almost seem to be like a
Right.
faceless type creature.
Yeah, that's creepy. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't know.
so
Did
to
somebody
me
create
that
that, or has it been
yeah,
here?
yeah, to me that seems more like something
You
that
know.
escaped, is hiding out in sewer tunnels, and that's probably how it got there, right? Through the sewer tunnels. That's where they probably escaped from, someplace, somewhere, somehow, and just on the
No,
loose.
don't say
But
that. Don't say
how
it's a
how long
sewer.
how long will they survive, right? Can they repopulate? Can they breed? Who
Is
knows,
anything
right?
keeping? They've been reported in the woods. Is there anything keep these things in check?
Yeah, but they seem to be like a newer thing, right? They do seem to be like there's not you look back like 100
How many
years
guys were
maybe,
hunting?
you don't see
All
these
their life for the
popping up.
past 100 years. These have only been reported in the last what 10, maybe 15, 20 years max.
Yeah,
I doubt even that
it
long.
wouldn't surprise
15
me if
years.
it's like, something from the Montauk experiments
Yeah, but they seem to be all over the place. So you know, they're not just in
on
one little area,
the
are they? I'm
underground
not sure.
networks.
What's that?
All the underground networks, man. But
Maybe they're. I
and
don't know.
we don't know, what their purpose was, what they were designed for. Maybe they were just experimental hosts. Maybe they, for something,
Right.
and they somehow got out. And
Got
I
out.
I don't know. It's a weird one, man. It's a weird one. I don't know. I definitely wouldn't want to see one.
I'm not sure if the indigenous people have a name for that one or they
Mm.
report it.
Well, they seem that the funny thing is that they seem to get tied in with the whole skinwalker stuff, right?
Yeah, but somebody said that the skinwalkers are only in Arizona. Where's that? Arizona. They're those Navajo or whatever
Yeah,
who
the
have
Navajo.
that tradition.
Yeah, the
That's the only
Navajo.
skinwalkers.
That's like their real, like their oral
Right.
tradition history.
Right. Right.
That's where the story comes from, and I don't know where the tie ever came into play,
Right.
with sort of local or recent lore with the rake thing, but everyone was referring to them as skinwalkers, and that's what they get referred to as a lot of time. But no, you're right. Um, yeah, it's a Navajo
Right.
thing from their
Oh,
culture.
like the
Um,
disease. Right. What's that?
you know,
Yeah. They. Hold on.
it's
Explain
almost
the
like the same thing to me as what we have up
Appalachian.
here
Right.
with the Wendigo, with the Algonquin tribes.
Wendigo.
Yeah. It's
For
almost like
sure.
the same thing as the Navajo skinwalker, right? Like
Right.
you don't talk about it, you don't say the name, you don't whatever. It's just a thing that's there. They know about it, they believe in it. You don't
Right.
entertain it because
Okay.
that just gives it power.
I want to read the comments here. Okay. Charlene the Nickelodeon says the rake. It's creepy. No, it's creepy. Skinwalker. It's like from the decent movie. Yeah, they don't come up on trail cams often or anything. Montauk, like the disease. Comes from the ticks from that island. Right, ticks. Like the Lyme disease, right? Appalachia, but different. Lyme disease, yeah.
Interesting.
Right? Lyme disease, yeah. That's
Yeah.
yeah, the Lyme disease. Yeah,
Interesting connection.
right. Of course.
Hmm.
That's okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
Lyme disease.
that's more food for thought, right? Like you said,
Right.
how are these things spreading, right?
Just like that
Maybe it's
movie with you know that movie with what's his name? Charlton Heston, remember the where everyone was could only come out at night. Remember they had the there was some virus and they all got that zombie like disease or whatever. And, yeah,
it's a
forget
cabin fever.
it. So and yeah, and he was one of the few survivors. And he had to fight these you know, almost I forget it. I don't want to get into that. That's Hollywood. Let's keep it real.
I'll have to look that one up. It's probably a little bit before my time, but I'll look that one up.
Right. I'll look it up right now for you. Hold on.
Charlton
So
Heston.
yeah, what's that movie called? Charlton Heston there. Day of the Triffids. Is that the one?
Oh,
Is that the one?
could be.
Yeah, Day of the Charlton Heston.
All right.
All right, hold on.
I'll have to
Sorry.
watch it. I'll have to watch him.
The Omega Man. How about that one? Was it the Omega Man? I think so. Right. Charlton Heston. Whatever here. Come on, where's his movies? All right, Ten Commandments. He did that too. Right. Anyways, I'll get it later. Oh, come on. I didn't do that right. Movies. Right. Okay. Search.
So, what about in your neck of the woods? What's been going on? Anything?
All right. My neck of the woods?
Yeah.
Just the usual suburban howlers in the middle in the night. Yeah, you know, just after dinner, different times, different adventures, right? And we always listen, you know. Some are like, you know, it's impossible. That's no coyote. You know what I mean?
Mm,
But it's also amongst the coyotes. It's like the leader, you know, leader of the pack, you know. And it's weird. It's like right across from me sometimes. Not all, you know, not always, but
huh.
sometimes it's like right where I'm standing, you know, in my living room or sitting down. Boom! It's right. Comes the sound's coming right across and hitting me. Right? It's
Mm,
not. They're not calling from the left. They're not calling from the right. This is right from the center first. First, right?
yeah.
Couple howls, right? Forceful howls, right? With a vibrational frequency energy heavy on it, you know,
Mm,
and
like
boom, and then
like you're trying
after
to
then you got the left side, the right side chimes in the coyote pack, you know,
it's like
different
it's trying to
coyote,
zap you.
you know, and then the yipping and the yapping going on and all that stuff, you know, but before that, there's a couple, you know, like a message is being sent, and then it's cover up time for the fucking neighbors and everyone else in the. I live in a building with
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know 20 something floors. Okay,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
we're facing a fucking woods here, a little bit of patch of backwoods here, and boom. So and there's the park on the other side. There's a fucking bridge and a tunnel and water and pathway back and forth. You know, right? And it also connects up to keeps on going. All these woods keep on going all the way through over to the Don Valley, and then you could go hit the Humber. There's all these little trails. Like you could go,
Yeah.
you could be out in Etobicoke, Mississauga before you know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've ridden my mountain bike, multiple times from right here in a certain area in Scarborough, all the way downtown to the Humber River and back. You know, the bridge,
Yep.
right down at the
It's all
Lake Shore, yeah, and then Old Mill Bridge and all that, right, all the way 20 miles and back, right. I couldn't do that today, but 30 years ago, no problem. 25, 30.
It makes me think of there's a lot of talk now that these Dogman, Squatch
Right. So
have the
hold on,
ability
hold
to
on,
sort of.
1 second. So if I could ride my bike, these guys could run that, and that was through parkways, roads and park systems, ravines and bike paths and all that. So
Mhm.
they have a route they can follow. They have different routes. You can go enter the city from the east end and go right through and exit into the west end to be in a different, like Mississauga and beyond, if you really want to. Or you
And
can go to the top end, of the city, but there's no more construction, more building now. It's easier to go through the Toronto park system, right? Like this is
yeah.
where I live, right?
Oh yeah,
You
yeah,
can go
definitely.
right through from the east side of the city, the
Yeah,
borderline,
no
and right
congestion.
through to the west. So right? That's crazy. It's easier than you could up on Steele's Highway 7. It's all built up now. There's nowhere really. You probably get spotted up there. But here in Toronto, it's been laid down for 50 years. This park system, at least, when they did that big phase of construction back in the 60s, I think,
Mm,
and urban development and all that stuff, right?
yep.
Oh, there you go,
And I
right?
I think these things see too, like they see people's energy like candles in the dark. So for
Right,
them, they can probably sense you, see you from a great distance,
right,
and seek you out and project,
right.
because that seems to be reported a lot, and these things, people have an encounter at one place and it's like
Wow.
these things follow them home,
Right.
20, 30 miles, and they drive there and they get to their house, and the next night, they're having activity around the house.
For
So
sure.
like, like you say, it wouldn't surprise me.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Okay, hold on. Let me
And
read some of these comments here for a second, right?
yeah,
Okay.
and we'll touch more on
Right.
some of these capabilities that these things seem to
For
demonstrate,
sure. But
these
that's
sort
like
of
I said, you
strange
know, if
things.
if it fits a two-legged canine running with a pack, right? It's very easy could hide with the coyote pack. They're probably scared of the fucking thing, you know, right?
Oh yeah.
There's probably some kind of cooperation, you know, but same thing when you hear the alarms, sirens, uh, fire trucks, ambulances, cop cars. Then you hear sometimes. What's going on? You okay, John? Hold on. I'm getting interference. Hello? Okay. What? No, no. Hold on. Oh, okay. All right. All right. There was something wrong there for John's mic. Okay. I checked again. Let's see. Make sure. All right. Okay. He'll be back in a minute. Okay. Hold on. All right. Hi, Charlene. The Nickelodeon. How you doing? Are you left the building? Great. I'm up in Blue Mountain, so it's strange in some areas too. Right on. Cool. Right. Okay. Appalachian Mountains, they are very commonly heard about. Right. Cool. Thank you. I've seen the trails up here. I believe you. Up to the nest areas and stuff just outside of a small town off the roadway. Found bones and all kinds of stuff. Yes, I heard. That'll be interesting to see some photos sometime if you have any.
Yeah.
So that was a big surprise. Yeah, thank you for coming on. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's a hierarchy, really. And we'll investigate. I promise. We will investigate. Right on. I'm good. How are you? We're doing all right. Okay, hold on a sec. All right, I'm just gonna play a video for a minute. Yeah, we're doing fine. Heather says hello. I say hello. Nice meeting you. Thanks for dropping in. It was a big surprise. Thank you. Right, hold on. All right. Okay. Nope, wrong thing. Hold on. Where's yes, okay, video file here. Hold on, folks. I'm gonna play a video for you quickly here. What the heck is this? Oh, all right. All right. Hold on a sec. We're taking a 5-minute break. I'll be right back. I'm gonna take a break for 5 minutes. Here, 2 minutes. I'll be right back. Hold on. I gotta take that. We'll be right back here. Hold on. Cool. Just put on video for a minute here. Say hello to Charlene, Heather.
Hey, Charlene. How are ya? Right on. Thanks for coming on, Charlene.
Right on. I forgot, Heather. I'm lucky I was going to put you on the camera, and I just realized it's not a headshot. It's okay. We're right here. We're checking out. Cool. Just taking a break for a minute here. Wait for John to get he had a technical issue, I think. If we can fix it. That was weird, eh?
Oh, it's like.
Yeah, something happened. Just hold on. Yeah, these are my photos I took. I think. Most of these. Sky. The face in the middle. What? Yeah, we're on a break for 5 minutes. 2 minutes.
So I can walk by.
Yes, you can. All right. Purple, pink, and dark blue are cryptid energy signatures. Yeah. What's it? I think those were some of my sky views, I think. Yeah. The 4D experimentation. Right.
My finger count. Don't say that.
All right, that's a boat in the sky. Yeah, see that? It's a boat. Looks like a Viking boat. I've filmed Viking boats a lot of times, or old ancient Phoenician boats, stuff like that. Old style boats. Like you're caught. You know, that's always weird how you see that in the sky views. Entities, dark, white and dark, light and dark. You can see that. Different shades.
Say that again.
Hurry up, Heather.
Up there.
Yeah. Right on. Yeah, I have for sure. It's actually tore it down to build a subdivision. That's what happens. That's what I'm talking about. Right? The old trail systems are disappearing. So the ones I said, that's what. Cool. Right. Okay. Remove. Okay. Yes. So, are you done, Heather? Come on.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Yeah. So yes, that happens. That's what I'm saying here in Toronto. They got these old park systems, many years. These systems are established, right? They haven't torn them down, not yet. But they're starting to remove schools, and soon they might hit. Some of these schools are attached to parks, right? How far are they willing to go into that park system? A lot of them are, for flood control, right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. Yeah. Here. Cool. Right. Hey. Yes. Your sister says, hey, Heather. Good. I was able to catch it. Yeah. Right on. Thank you.
Oh,
Where's my glasses?
Thank you,
All right.
Charlie.
All right. Hold on. Light bothers my eyes. So here sometimes I'm going to start my phone and come back. It's glitching out. All right. Cool. I'll be right back. All right. Thanks. No problem. Thank you for dropping in. All right, John, what happened? You had some technical issues? All right, no problem. If you come back, let me know. All right. That was cool. Right. Okay. Let's take that down here. Remove from the studio. That was cool. All right. Right on. Thank you. All right. We'll play one more. Right. What else we got here? Here, I'll show you. Oh, gosh. 1 minute. Yeah, that was here in Scarboro. Water, energy, right? Water is paranormal. Energy travels on water. It attracts water, attracts energy, creates energy, right? Attracts the paranormal for some reason. It's funny. Water. We need water for life. So, right. You ever see spirits or specters, ghosts travel along waterways? That's why there's a lot of sightings near rivers and lakes and all that stuff. Water, yeah. Interesting. Possibly, somebody could have drowned or stuff like that, right? Or could graveyards nearby, cemeteries, right? Right. What else here? What's all this stuff here? All right, Heather. I'm gonna say good night, Heather.
Night, Charlie.
All right.
Night, guys.
Okay. Where's my thing here? Hold on. Cool. One more. All right. played this last time. Cool. You hear that? The echo? Now imagine hearing a howl in this valley, a wolf howl, okay? Multiple wolf howls. The intensity can build up, okay? Yeah, you hear that. Those are fireworks exploding up just above the tree cannon. But the sound still carries. Look how thick the woods are. The sound still carries. So when I say there's a wolf howl, that's really intense in infrasound and vibrational energy, frequency ranges. Right? You hear that? Right. But remember, I'm on my balcony, 100 feet up, wherever, filming off the ground. So sound is being caught. My microphone is catching that sound, no problem, right? I'm not down in the wood.
Wow.
Right? So what I'm saying is, it almost sounds like, when I'm getting this house, like something comes up the tree and then howled at me. That's how intense. Right? I don't have that, But, they can project their voice. All right. 1 second.
Still Snoop Dogg and D.I. Guess who's back? Still doing that shit, Andre? Oh, for sure. Yeah. Check me out. It's still Dre Day, AK. Though I've grown a lot, can't keep it home a lot. Cause when I frequent the spots that I'm known to rock, you hear the bass from the truck when I'm on the block. Ladies, they pay homage, but haters say Dre fell off. How? My last album was The Chronic. They wanna know if he still got it. They say rap's changed. They wanna know how I feel about it. You ain't up on pain. Dr. Dre is the name. I'm ahead of my game. Still puffing my leaf. Still with the beats. Still not loving police. Still rock my khakis with a cuff and a crease. Still got love for the streets. Reppin' 213. Still the beats bang. Still doing my thing. Since I left, ain't too much change. Still I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still
taking.
Friends, well, hell, me and Snoop, we dipping again. Kept my ear to the streets, signed Eminem. He's triple platinum, doing 50 a week. Still, I stay close to the heat. And even when I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet. My life's like a soundtrack, I wrote to the beat. Street rap like Cali weed, I smoke till I'm sleep. Wake up in the AM, compose a beat. I bring the fire till you're soaking in your seat. It's not a fluke, it's been tried, I'm the truth. Since turn out the lights from the world-class wrecking crew, I'm still at it, after mathematics. In the home of drive-bys and acmatics. Swap beats, sticky green and bad traffic. I dip through, then I give you the
I'm representing
DRE.
for the gangsters all across the world.
Still
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the
I'm representing
DRE.
for the gangsters all across the world.
Still
hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE. It ain't nothing but mohawk shit. Another classic CD for y'all to vibe with. Whether you're coolin' on the corner with your fly, lay back in the shack, play this track. I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
I break your neck, damn near put your face in your lap. Try to be the king, but the ace is back. So
You ain't up on things.
Dr. Dre be the name, still running the game, still got it wrapped like a mummy. still ain't tripping. Love to see young blacks get money, spend time out the hood, take their moms out the hood, hit my boys off with jobs. No more living hard, barbecues every day, driving fancy cars. Still gon' get mine regardless.
I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still
Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Still taking my time to perfect the beat, and I still got love for the streets. It's the
I'm
D.R.E.
representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Still
Hitting them corners and them lolos, girl.
Cool. Right, we got it. What are you chasing there? Chucky, leave that alone. Leave that alone. It's gone. Leave that alone. Fuck. Don't. Leave that alone. I don't know what the fuck that was. Fuck's sake. I'm not even into filming now. For fuck's sake. Somebody, sorry, I'll be right back. It's almost over. Alright, we're going back to the chat. Hold on, folks. I apologize. Wow. Hello. Wow, where are we? Alright. What we got? Alright, cool. Little man, bigger. My little dude. Yeah. There's little buns. Check them out. A little rabbit. Cool. Checking out the fireworks, listening to it. Yeah, freaking him out a bit. Nah, he was cool. Yeah. Alright. That's cool. We're getting back to the show here in a sec. Right. Alright. star, the beat, the planet. There's my little dude. Whoa. Got funny ears, eh? Yeah.
Lindsay,
Good worry.
what are you doing, little man?
Relaxing. No, he's relaxing. Mr. Bunzer. Mr. Boo Boo Bunzy. Cool. Checking out the fireworks now.
No, be good. Stay in the house. Don't come out here. Stay. Don't come out here. Okay? I love you, honey. I love you, little dude. Okay. Alright, Boo Boo. Daddy's coming. Alright. Hold on. Boo Boo. When's... Boo Boo. Monkey bums. Boo Boo. Little man.
Cool. Alright. So, let's get this over with. Sorry. There we go. The special effect. All right. Sorry, we're back. All right. Enough with that. All right. All right. Let's go. All right. That was interesting. I always like showing that every now and then. The sound, sound, frequency, energy, frequency, vibrational frequency energy. Yes. How the Sasquatch can incorporate that into using infrasound. Same with the Dogman. That was hit by infrasound. Right? Really loud. As loud as those sound like a sound wave hit me from about, it's the entity was cloaked, right? That's what's strange. I could see, sort of like, I knew something was coming towards me. I could see it. Yeah, it's hard to explain, right? I could see it, but I couldn't. It wasn't visible to me. I could see its energy. I could see its energy. Let me say that again. I could sense its energy signature. Sorry, I'm the camera here. What's going on tonight? Stay. Yeah, the energy. God, no. Stay. The energy signature was messed up. I could sense the energy, right? Coming towards me, right? It's stopping about 10 feet away and then blasting me with a super loud wolf howl, right? The infrasound just shook my body, man. Holy smokes. I could feel it for about 10, 15 seconds. The howl was so intense, man, when I couldn't see the creature, right? Or the entity or whatever it was, right? I had just come out of the woods and thwarted an attack with the Dogman, but I didn't see it, backtrack on me, and and try to attack me from my flank. And this was like something else. Came from a different direction, right? And then like a second entity, and I was like, wow. And I see it, and I braced myself. I was trying to get head for the exit of the little parkette I was at, right off of Lake Ontario. There. in the Western Basin somewhere. Yeah, yeah. That was about 30 years ago, almost. Like, time just flies. What could it be? Like the song says, what could it be now? Who could it be now? Oh God. Yeah, and I incredible. And I got blasted big time. Right? And I could feel my guts getting churned up, sort of. My guts were already messed up. And I felt like something was it just, it was just like so intense in my face and my mind and my head. It was like getting blasted. Like I'm like, whoa, man. It's like, it's like almost like the cartoons where, you see that big, they can do it with the, animation, show you, the sound wave hitting you, right? Your hair getting blown back or whatever, they use when we're drawing the characters, right? Or sticking someone's head in a big foghorn on the ship. You get, effect. Yeah, that kind of effect. Okay. So shit happens, right? Yeah, whatever. Right. Yeah, you wouldn't understand till it happens to you. Okay. And for whatever reason, right? Not too many people understand how intense that can be. Before I used to hear about people getting floored all the time and getting hurt, kidneys, put, blood coming from their. Some people have reported blood, bleeding, internal bleeding, and stuff like that. Issues for several days afterwards. Getting blasted by infrasound noise. Look at those cannons, those police cannons, that directly noise the air. What was that? The walls of Jericho came down. What was that place? It was sound. They used sound waves to knock the walls down or something. I have to check it up. Sound waves. Right. Like the trebuchets, like the Romans used, those trebuchets. When the rock, hits the wall. It's just the energy, the vibrational energy weakens the structure, right? And not just the impact zone, but throughout the whole structure. Little by little, it crumbles the whole thing down, right? That mortar, the molecules get scrambled and crumbles to pieces. Boom, right? How they breached a lot of these castle walls. Sound. Isn't it weird? Yeah, they dug either under this. They used a whole bunch of different techniques. That's strange, thinking you're safe inside your castle. No, somebody else wants in your castle too. And take what you have. Right. Try, putting a siege on you. Yeah. Hold on, folks. Hold on. We're not done yet. Right. Yeah. I will share some stuff soon. See what else we got here. Here. All right, I hope I don't get that.
That was wild. Check it out. What's the word today? It is a purple sky. Purple hazes all around. Don't know if we're coming up or down.
Yeah. I hear the geese this year. So maybe soon, hopefully. Flying by. Or I don't know. Who knows with the weather these days? Just,
Too many flies buzzing around. I guess so. Maybe a lot of hungry birds. You know, all that smoke saturating the sky here.
yeah.
It affected the. Oh wow! Check that out, bubbles. See that? Try and light it up a bit. Bubbles. Jelly. Cotton bubbles. Cotton bubbles. I'll try and adjust it. See if I can get it in better.
That's what I want to do. Check the migrate down south. Steady weather storm. I don't want to get steady weather, November, traffic. It's really clean. I look around. That I deal with every day. On the safety. Traffic. Well, you know, you're down south there, doing researchers, you got to worry about snakes, mosquitoes, malaria, all kinds of bugs, poison spiders, other poison snakes, different kinds, all kinds of crazy things going on. Yeah, fucking fire ants that'll fucking send you in the hospital within 20 seconds of biting you. Stinging you, whatever they do, all that crap. Yeah. Oh, right on. Okay, let's get rid of this. Right on. Thanks, folks. Right, let's remove that. We'll play something else. Oops. Right on. One more, and I'll be ready.
Great.
Let's go to central board after.
We're just going to push the button that lightning bolt here right down in front of us. Okay? Freaky. Wow. Power went out.
Thunderstruck. Oh.
Great, Heaven.
Yeah, great, Heaven. Stop the rain.
Long as I remember being been coming down, clouds of mystery
That's
fall,
the first one, right in front of me.
confusion on the ground. Put me through the ages,
Jolted me, man.
sun,
Can't drop the
and I wonder, still I wonder,
No, I mean, that was big cracker. Thunder bang.
I went down for
Zigzag
Virginia,
right down the
sinking
center.
ships
Boom.
on the storm.
Man, this is gonna press the button. Back a second. It's pressing the button, man. Finally, we're getting some good rain. Wash away all that smoke. There's we finally cleaner to breathe. In the prison, in Bronco Last. some days it's impossible to get out. Crazy. Wow. Coming, you can tell. Look how it's dynamite. Wow.
Great, Heather.
Yeah, the sky's purple in the back. It's mold. Means it's there. I told you. There's the mold color, the background over yonder sky. That's when the lightning's coming. I'm trying to see if I can adjust the color. Get it. It's hard to get it on. Wow. Alright, just show it up properly here. Only in editing, I think you got a really good Nikon camera. Anyway, I can see it's all mold. Look. The atmosphere is electric. What do you call it? Electrons here. Charged up. Hopefully this helps with the forest fires, you know? We need moisture. It's hurting. I'm in a real storm. Frankenstein. Coming again. You can feel it in the air. Electrons getting charged. That's coming. Big blaster. There you go. I told you. Wow. Thank you. There you go. I'm getting wet here. I missed the big banger right off the start. Right in front of me. One. Let's see. Come on. Give me one. Wow. One big one. One down the middle. Big kaboom. Like you did at the first. Anyway. Thank you, Lauren, for helping with the water. Much appreciated. Thank you. Alright. One for the road. I see a plane up there. We got a reflection. Come on, one more for the road. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. green here in Scarboro. It's the rain. Ready for 3 days.
Rain all day.
Ready for 3
Ain't no
days.
use in getting up time. Just let it groove its own way. Let it drain your worries away. Let it groove on a rainy day. Let it dream on a rainy day.
We'll be right back, folks. There goes Dodson. We'll be right back.
Alright, Sammy's wailing out. Alrighty. Mitch Mitchell.
Place does not have a record deal. You know, certain things. We have no history, right? You can't just bottle up all this history,
Yes,
right?
monkey.
Well, you only got to buy a book to get read
Bum
about
bum.
that
Yes,
history,
I know.
right? And then becomes common knowledge. But I guess everybody wants a slice of the pie for bringing you that info, right? Just because we pay our whatever fee every month just to access the internet, people think it's free info, right? Even though you've already paid for it years ago. And how many you got to keep paying over and over and over. You can't just buy it outright once. Whatever, man. Same with Bigfoot, Sasquatch, forest people, Dogman, aliens, UFO, ghosts have been a big seller for years, right? For years, right? You grow up public school. What'd you hear? You didn't hear about Bigfoot, right? You didn't hear about the Loch Ness Monster. Only, whatever teacher might have spent 10 minutes, 20, possibly, just to teach about Scotland. Right? If you're lucky. But that's how it is, Right. All right. Sorry, dude. Gonna let you go there. We're gonna get a different view. All right. That was cool. Now, yeah, we probably have to cut half that out. Not all of it. Right. I need an intermission. I was bummed out. It's hard, it's hard to get motivated sometimes, to do these shows, right? You see a thing. I don't care if anyone's watching now or later, right? Like, it helps, right? And it helps to get topics and talk about, you have anything you want to talk, right? I'm not a psychologist or psychoanalyst. I just know about Sasquatch. So do a lot of other people, right? And I give them credit. They worked hard at this, to learn and stuff. It just doesn't fall in your lap. You got to work on it. You know some things, but you don't know everything, right? And I'm not saying I know everything. I know what I need to know as far as I've learned, always open to learning more things. Right. All right. Let me find something else here for a minute. Cool. All right. Let's see. Which one? So I'm here for Sasquatch Friends Ontario down at Colonel Danforth Park. This is all right. For the remembrance for my friend Parkway. Check it out, friends. Wherever we travel. Wish I talked some more,
All right, folks, here we go. Scarborough's recipes, Big T recipes. Here we go. We got some fancy burgers with some hot peppers, sweet pepper coming up. Right. Check it out on the barbecue. Right? Hand pressed. Yeah, check the sizzle. You hear that sizzle, folks? That's a Big T special recipe burger, yeah? Check it out, my friends. See the sizzling. I think you see what we do with that.
Colonel Danforth Park.
Cool.
Toronto East End.
All right. Wait for the... Wow, dinner was good. All right, folks, we're gonna wrap it up soon. We're gonna do the prayer at the joint circle there for Parkway, in memory of Parkway, good friend. Okay. All right, here we go. Right. Here we go. Joint circle time for Brother Parkway. We got white ash, hot coals, lights coming down. Check it out if you can check it. Hello, my friends. Alright. The insects. I'm trying to adjust it here a bit. Hello, my friends. Thank you. Thank you for Brother Parkway. Thank you for protecting him. Thank you. That's cool. Insects. Right on. See them? Insects. Mosquitoes. Skeeter buns. Wow. Alright. Yeah, they're here. They're checking out my light way up here. Look at that. Alright. Can we get it adjusted a bit? Okay, mosquitoes, stay out of my way. Moths, mosquitoes, that's cool. Huh. You're funny. turkey. Brought the barbecue. Alright. Hear the crickets. Wow.
Whoa.
And the partiers. That's so cool. Yeah. Wow, that's freaky. Alright. Cool. Try and get it a bit adjusted up here. That's cool. Right on. Thank you, Parkway. My friend. Fly on, brother. Fly on. Love you. And fly on forever. Till we meet again. Cool. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Almost like camping. This was the best spot I could find. It was dark enough, you know, away from the city light. Colonel Danforth Park. Check it out, my friends. If you're ever in Scarboro East, check it out. You won't be disappointed. It's only part one. Yeah. Right on. Cool. You know? Alright, friends. Time to light up Mr. Gary Payton here. Yes, Mr. Gary Payton. Right. Right. Doobie time for Brother Parkway. The Parkway hippie. Yes, Mr. Gary Payton. Right. Right. Doobie time for Brother Parkway. Yeah. Big split keeps on talking. Wow, check it out. Alright, let's go, friends. We'll be back. For Brother Greg. Parkway. The Parkway hippie. Love you, brother. Yeah, for you, my friend.
There goes Junior.
Be quiet, please. Quiet. Parkway. Parkway, let's go. All right. Here they come for Scarboro again. Tom is right here filming. Quiet. Here, pass that over here first. Over here. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's call Mulder. Right? You know who Mulder is? Yeah. Scully and Mulder. See, look, they're right above us. See? Yeah. Quiet for a second, please. See? They're spying on us. I see you. I fucking see you. Yeah, they're spying on us. Yeah. Right here. Right. Sasquatch, Friends Ontario, right here. Scarboro, right here. Oh God, look at those mosquitoes. Skeeters. Everywhere. Wow, guys. The heat's on. Right. The heat is on. Woo! Party!
Yeah. Thank you. That was cool. Thanks, Parkway. So I'm here for Sasquatch Friends Ontario down at Colonel Danforth Park for the remembrance.
Right.
One more time.
Right.
For Parkway.
Doobie time.
The Parkway hippie.
Brother Parkway. Yeah.
Right.
Big split keeps on talking.
Thank you,
Wow,
friend.
check it out. All right. Let's go, friends.
I wouldn't be here without you.
We'll be back.
Right. You helped me big understand something. What's that? Believe. You know, that was important. I want to believe.
Brother Greg.
To help you through.
Parkway.
It's not
Parkway
easy
hippie.
to talk about something,
Love you, brother. Yeah, for you, my friend.
right? Especially if you don't have no experience with it. So to have an open mind and hear it out. Right? Good, you know, meditation, meditate, you know, watch something that's important to you, you know, relive those memories and the memories that go with it, right? You know, when I watch this video over every now and then, especially on the show here, live show, it does, it triggers memories to remember, you know, get in the mood, make you feel positive energy. Good time, even though sad time is still good. You know,
Keep quiet, please. Quiet.
all right, what's that? Back.
They come for Scarboro again. Tom is right here filming.
Anyone else
Quiet.
have to deal with all those copters and stuff? Hey, I heard a few of you
Here, pass
complain.
that over here
for
first.
watching
Over here.
a year or two. Yeah,
Thank you.
around here. Are they? I had my number for 40 years. I always wondered who that stranger was in the woods watching. You're tobogganing, they're watching. No, I'm not joking. You're a kid, you're watching. Yeah. I'm not trying to scare you. They did. If you were someone of it. You know. don't know. For the watchers. So when they start talking about biblical watchers and stuff, I was baffled. I already knew certain watchers. Real but I still have a disconnect. Well, that's something else.
Yeah,
To me,
sure.
that means something else.
Let's call Mulder. Right? You know who Mulder is? Yeah.
I don't have a
William
word
Mulder.
for it right now, but it means something.
See, look, they're right above us.
It means watching the humans, watching other humans.
Quiet for a second, please.
Probably been watching
Spying on us. I see you.
thousands of
I
years ago.
fucking see you. Yeah, they're
course.
spying on us. Yeah. We're right here.
It's like if you
Right.
made tune
Sasquatch. Friends on Terra,
higher
right here.
frequencies, like
Scarboro,
positive
right
vibration
here.
frequency,
Oh God, look at those mosquitoes.
energy,
Skeeters. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, guys.
right? Somebody else may be able to
The
read
heat's
your
on.
sign, your energy, your aura, your energy, whatever, all that
Woo!
stuff, right?
Party!
Tell. You vibrate. They can tell, right? It's harder these days with all this electronics and that in the sky, all the satellites, all the fucking 5G internet, microwaves going through the sky, radio waves, microwaves, all that stuff, gamma rays, whatever they're blasting us with. Right? So it's harder, a lot harder to it's a lot harder to detect other people's energy signatures. I see these days, but you still can if you're tuned in. You can, same as excuse me. Are we capable of detecting somebody else's energy signature in a crowd? Possibly. Are you tuned in? Are you programmed to receive, as they say? Are you programmed to receive that energy, that message, that thing? What was the message about in Star Wars, where they, the Jedi, those guys who had could sense somebody else's energy signature and had the Force, part of the Force with them, and could use it to their advantage. What's freaky was that what was that guy called? Not Darth Vader, the other guy, Darth Maul. Right, when he faced the two Jedi there. Yeah, that guy. Obi-Wan Kenobi and the other guy, Master what the heck's his name? Master Kwai or something like that. Whatever, I'm sorry if I didn't say it right. That guy, yeah. And Darth Maul took him down. And Kenobi kills Darth Maul or whatever after. Yeah, something like that. Right. And then goes on to, right. That was, did adrenaline help him? That adrenaline spike seeing his master get killed. Did it help Kenobi? That anger? Was it that anger more than Darth Maul's anger? Negative energy? Or was it positive energy? He turned it into positive. Good must avail over evil, right? Right? Universal message, right? For that scene, right? Of course, right? And then, that's interesting. You ever had a UFO encounter or think you've seen a UFO? Especially when you're a kid, you see strange lights or certain thing. but no one believes you because you're a kid, right? Or they didn't really care, right? They think you're watching too much Hollywood movies or something, or there's nothing they can do about it, possibly. I think you were, everyone was told about that Orson Welles or H.G. Wells movie, or the world or stuff, they want to make themselves into fools. So in a way, you're told a long time ago about, did you hear about what happened back then? And whether people phoned in or not, who knows? Possibly, or it was a stunt. People were paid to phone in, freak out, so get reported, right? And that is to keep you from phoning in and reporting something because you were made out to be a fool or whatever, or nobody believed you, or you were crazy or whatever. They kept printing it over and over and telling you over and over. So you wouldn't say anything if you seen something because they didn't want you to deal with it. They want you to keep quiet, right? Well, now this is the internet age, right? People aren't keeping quiet. They're filming things, right? Everyone has a camera in their head, right? Just about everyone, right? Right, whether it's professional or cell phone or whatever. There's a camera, right? This is the camera age, digital age, information age, right? Right? And it's harder to suppress that information. But now with AI, you're not going to know what's real or not. And so that's going to baffle, there was just a small window and it's closing, they're trying to close that window. Right? Oops. Right? Trying to close the window down of information, right? And of course, we're part of that information window, right? This show, I share real stuff, okay? And as much as I can't give you everything, okay? But there's a lot I can, talk about, but I can't, there's certain things, there's no way. Yeah. I know better, right? And I know they're listening and that, and I'm telling them, I know they do, and I know what we can and can't share certain things, right? I would love to be able to share one day, but what the heck, it's hard, right? I've had crap happen and stuff and blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to go through that, right? I want to be left alone and just, share what I can. I know what I can and can't share. I know for a long time, right? So I did share, right? Right. And so, but I'm not just the only one. There's others out there who also have, share knowledge and information and what they've seen and what they've experienced. And it can be overwhelming for a lot of people, right? Especially, I know a few researchers who've gone the wayside. Bye-bye. The last few years, right? It feels weird, man. It feels like there's a disconnect. There's like a before time and after time. It's like you stepped into a whole new stream area. Tons of storytellers out there. Tons. Like every day. And AI is doubling and tripling up these channels and telling you the same story or whatever with these voices and stuff. And it's like, okay, all right, maybe your voice isn't up to whatever. So what? But are we getting accustomed to hearing the AI as a soothing voice? Like a pacifier, right? It gets you going, right? It feels comfortable. And sometimes I don't mind. I'll hear a couple stories here and there. I don't mind if it's the AI voice. Certain ones, right? Maybe they're hitting a certain frequency, hertz, right? That's pleasing to your ears, right? They experiment. They've come up with certain ranges. I don't know. Why do you like certain types of music and others, it just doesn't do it for you? Well, while somebody else has the opposite, You know, they like those bands, but they don't like your bands. They might tolerate them sometimes, but sometimes they don't really like that music. It just doesn't do it for them. And then and all the power. You know, there's a lot of music people like that just doesn't do it for me, and vice versa. Right? Nothing personal, just that's the way it happens. That's the way it is. Yeah. Oh, great. I did lose it. Great. Hold on, folks. I'll be right with you. Sorry. Minor disaster. I lost. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's okay. I got it. Wind cuts. All right. I got it. It's okay. Oh boy, I can't have another coffee. Whatever. I've already had 2 or 3 large cup, extra large. Now we're just having water. Yeah. Anyways. Tell me. You know, I got a chat here. Somebody, come on. Write something. Tell me what you want to hear. All right. What's exciting? You know. I guess everyone believes in Bigfoot now. You know, what about those hunters who hunted for 30, 40 years and never seen any sign of Sasquatch? Did they miss those signs? Or they didn't want to believe those signs? Or what? You know? Or did Sasquatch avoid these people? Is Sasquatch being more friendlier and make himself known to humans? Or do humans now know about Sasquatch and know what to look out for? Right? Whereas in the old days, maybe you didn't believe that such a thing existed. So when it did happen, you were terrified. But maybe now it's like going to the zoo. How many times have you been to the zoo and you see certain animals and you were terrified, and slowly, you get used to seeing these animals: lions and tigers and bears and gorillas and all that stuff, llamas and whatever else, elephants, rhinos, hippos. Never mind hippos. Hippos take out more people every year than any other animal in the world, right? Fast those things can run for how long? Yeah, they weigh a couple tons. It's incredible, nature. Yeah, and those big, wow, those jaws freak me out. Those big ivory tusks they have, or whatever. That's crazy, man. How huge, up to 2 feet long, or whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be. Oops, sorry. Excuse me. No, I wouldn't want to go on safari to that area. No way. I'm not into that. No, I'm happy seeing the African wild, the Zambezi River and the falls from my TV or internet. Okay. Same with the Great Barrier Reef and all those other things, right? Amazon, all that. Nah, I don't know. Too many insects, too many snakes, too many everything. Everything. Leopards, yeah, black cats, jaguars, whatever, all that. Right. Are you adventurous enough to go yourself? Right. To the Congo to look for what's that dinosaur's name? Michele Bombo, whatever. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. Oh boy, pardon me. Oh, do you think such a dinosaur even exists there, or is it just a tourism trap? Right, I'd say 75% tourism trap, 25% possibility. Who knows? But I doubt it, because you know why? I don't know. They would have caught it by now, right? It's money, right? You catch that creature, it's money. They would have figured a way out. They got nets, they got poison darts, they got all kinds of stuff, tricks, right? And they also have dynamite, right, for the mining camps, right? I'm sure they can blast that thing, right? Usually have just a part of it's better than nothing, right? It's still money, right? If they could do it. But probably we're told not to. Probably get paid money not to blow it up if it exists. Right. Possibly. I don't know. That's my prerogative. I'm saying I could be totally wrong. I don't know. Who knows? There could be all kinds of groups out there looking for this thing that we don't know about. Right? Could be. I used to know somebody that was interested, was willing to spend somebody's money to send them there to look for it, even though there was a 75% chance it was just hearsay, tourist trap. He didn't care. It wasn't his money. He wanted to spend the money. He wanted to go on an adventure at somebody else's expense, right? And make himself infamous or famous if he found it or didn't find it, I give him credit, right? I give the guy credit. Maybe his dream will come true one day, finds his way there, right? I hope he survives too, to write about the story and tell you about it, right? Not everyone makes it. Look at the old days, back in the 1800s or whatever, when those British explorers were down there. How many didn't make it, right? Jungle diseases, whatever, all kinds of stuff. Insects, poison, everything. Did our immune systems get stronger or what? Or did we battle these things? Getting immunized or whatever. Inoculations for this stuff. What's that gin and tonic? With quinine, belt, malaria, sleeping sickness. What's that one? The brain hemorrhage. Oh, God. I freak out just hearing about this stuff. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know how they did it, man. How they do it. Those are tough people back then. You had to be really tough, whether it was desert or jungle, to carve your niche in there for the empire, for God and country, I guess, king and country or whatever, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's been a rough. Sorry. Was it really? All right. I pay for this time, so I need to use it. Yeah. All right. We're going to play something else. Just a minute. I'm going to take a bathroom break. So I'll play something for a minute here, please. 1 minute. Oh, no.
Granulated garlic.
I know. Wrong one. Sorry. Sorry, wrong show. Oh, God. That sounded good. Man, where's all right, hold on. Here's Okay, I'll be right back.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, hold on. Yes, all right, hold on, folks. Hold on. I'll get something else going here in a sec. All right, hold on. Sorry, wrong one. Already played that one. All right, here for a minute.
Where? That's cool. sunset. Golden sunset. Check it out. We're right in line with it. Quiet for a sec. Check it out. Blasting right through. Wow. That's a sunset.
What was that in the sky? Right there. See that? Right hand side? Yeah, that was paranormal. That's something. Yeah. Try to get close. There it is. Over there. Side of the tree. What's on Jerry? Paranormal. Shore, road. That's land. Land that we can travel. It's been a couple hundred years. And people pass the through the Sunnyside Beach, the harbor. Away from the oppressive beach. Many people used to travel down here. Exhibition days, 50s, 70s. Wow. That's so fun. There's energy above. If you read the energy signatures of the sky and the land, right? You have to learn all that. Learn how to read those. Understand what they mean. Part of the training.
Yeah, who are you arguing with? No. Yeah, it's alright. Hold on a second. Alright, we're done.
Cool. Vibrational energy. Yeah, vibrational energy, folks. All right, one more. Getting tired. Call it quits soon. Redo this episode. Hold on. All right. All right, that's enough of that. Fuck. All right, sorry. Oh boy. All right, I have to redo the show. Oh gosh, I couldn't get into it today. Sorry, folks. But not always easy. Right. All right, one more. I'm gonna drink of water. I already played this. Oh God, no, I did. Sorry. Hold on. Come on. I have to reprogram this next time. I'm busy. I've been able to do.
Come on. Come over and light this, please. Let's go. All right. We're doing the review here, folks, for the rad sour diesel shadow. Okay. Come closer. Here. Right. Where's the fucking lighter? All right. We're a slight disaster on these Bob Marley
There's a preview for my cannabis.
unbleached organic hemp paper. They're not as easy to spread as the moon papers, but
Yeah.
still, we're
Right,
working on
cannabis.
it, folks. Yeah, oil, shatter,
Right.
sticky. Yeah, real sticky. Has a nice sweet honey smell to it. Scent.
Right.
Right? Get ready to fire it up in a minute. Gonna twist and shout in a minute here, alright? Hang tight. It's a gloomy, crappy day outside, and then hopefully this cheers us up. And we get the vibe going. The good vibes going. Yeah. Cool. Come on. Come over and light this, please. Let's go. Alright. We're doing the review here, folks, for the rad sour diesel shadow. Okay. Come closer. Here. Right. Where's the fucking lighter? Go! Great. Alright, folks, check that out.
Yeah, that was strong stuff. It's close.
Shatter, covered, like honey oil on the paper. Check it out. Check it out now.
That's way too whatever. At the time though. Feel better now than fucking shut down. This stuff was making me fucking face.
Sour diesel shatter.
Yeah. They recommend using it. What can you do? Now there's better weed, herbs, cannabis. Not so back then. As years ago, somebody else who told me how great it was. I didn't know about it. I didn't want to try it. It's funny how you end up fucking doing it. You know, you weren't interested.
Check it out, friends. Check it out, see? Filter at the end. Always filter your joints so they don't get clogged up if you have the time and the effort. Still burning. Marley, king size. Unbleached organic hemp paper. Actually, yeah, it tastes pretty good. Different from the moon paper that we usually roll with. Or those zigzag, whatever. And the other, what are the other ones called? Raw papers? I'm not a big fan of raw. Always clog and don't burn very good. But these burn pretty good. Marley paper. Big Bob. Big Bob. Yeah, Baba Marley. Come on. Jones on the guitar. Cool. Okay. Mick Jones, a foreigner. Anyways, let's get back to the joint. Cool, folks. That was cool. Yeah, stay away from that. Shatter. Oh, shatter, yeah. Yikes. Anyway, let's get out of the big screen. All right, let's see how I feel. Good morning. Cool. I'll be editing. I'm doing a lot of editing on this one. Or I might just leave it as is. Remember. That was cool. One more for the road. I finish this joint. Come on. Gotta label some of these things. So I'm here for Sasquatch Friends Ontario. No. Man. Like a magnet. It keeps drawing you over to the same side. It's the butterfly.
All right. That's enough of it. All right. We'll be back. Thanks for watching. Right. Tom here for Scarborough Scarborough Sasquatch. Sasquatch Friends Ontario. We'll be back. Thanks. Take care.